Okay, now we got the bit rate figured out. Now that the bit rate figured out, we can go like
Dude,
this.
I'm a piece of shit. I forgot.
Okay, I fixed it. That's what all I had to do. I had to go change some bullshit settings. Now the bit rate is all steady once again. But we got YouTube back. All right, we're back on all three. Just had to change some settings. So sorry about that, guys. Whoa, coming back to this is kind of major. Bam, there we go. Okay. Yeah, just checking these bitches now. So yeah, bit rate's good. All right, now let's lock in.
Dude, I just lost
What'd you do?
looking through my stairway, hit a rock, being low. It
Damn.
took me so long to get that. I need more leather. Fucking leather. That's fuck.
Looks like
Really fuck myself.
kick is being a little weird again. So we'll stop the kick. Damn. She's fibbing. Yeah, it's fibbing. The bit rate's perfect. So just leave it as is. All right. Bring some drawdown. We might have to close partials. But we may do that momentarily. We're just looking for. There we go. That's why I haven't closed any partials yet. Yeah, we'll be having we'll have people join. Again, we had to completely fix the stream, so it's being shitty. But if we look now, we're running steady. Right quick, I'm gonna here in a second. I'm gonna go eat a snack and come back. Yeah, guys, we entered right here aggressive. There's aggressive high risk, aggressive low risk, which means you go in aggressively with lower margin. Right? We closed out the big trade, and because we put a big trade in once we came down here and continued up, we closed it out and slight profits because price seemed like it wanted to manipulate down again and grab the liquidity that lies down here, which it's doing. yeah, we'll see what follows through here. And guys, I recommend if you are beginner, even intermediate at this, I would look at the lower time frames after you look at the higher. I mean, that's what I do regardless, but staying on the lower time frame might confuse you guys. Question, comments, throw them down. Yeah, yeah. I will send it. When I said the goal, I said I'm waiting on that. The buy is still valid, right? But I just think I'm gonna give the goal a little bit more time before. But we got some heavy drawdown going on right here right now. That's why I scaled out for a minute. And this is what I like to do right here. And out of 10 times that I've done this, I've had one time projection. What I mean by it is this. It's in right here. It's in path. Thought it was. Yep, path. All right. So what I'm seeing right here. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing is being pretty probable. And don't trip because liquidity comes in swing low, swing high, or trend line. Favorably, it'd be trend line in this case. But if you peep my margin is getting into the danger zone. So what you do is this. Just close partials, which isn't that expensive. We have the partials close, and grab a snack real quick. And just so you guys know, I'm not lying. There's my path right there that I am predicting. And instantly, before I even left, we're having it react off the path I put down. So yeah, it's more or less with gold values. With gold, the best time to trade it is New York. The second best is London. But the nature of everything, I believe the buyout will come after the sell Monday with gold. I'm believing so. Checking the chats. All right, there we go. So before I head to the restroom is when I'm gonna scale back in because right now we just have Price listening to me. In other words, guys, if you guys are scaling back in, I would scale back in even now. Just checking the stream quality. Good. Look at that last one over right now. I don't know if I showed you this before yet, but this is like I put down like a path like that, like the lines, and if it follows it or not. And out of the 10 times that I've done it, it's only not followed it once. Checking the chats. Yeah, so it looks like we call it streamer soon. But yeah, like the path like this, like the line zigzagging and shit. I usually just try to predict it as much as I can. You probably liking this game more than you thought you would. I'm happy I got it. I got it as well. Just checking the chess. Do you play Soul like game, bro? Is it a game called Soul? Or like we're playing a survival game right now off the side. But and a quick update with New Zealand US dollar, we the audio's up a little high, but with New Zealand US dollar right here. So before it manipulated down, I took the profits of the big position. Here's the path that I predict it's gonna go by. Right. And in this area, I'm gonna scale back in. And I'm just waiting for price to hit that area again. And then we'll scale back in and be good. But
I think I've been boys and my guy like that. I think the point I didn't get the bias.
oh, you got to buy some.
Yeah.
That shit. Walkie cold.
fixed it.
Oh, dude, fuck yeah! Guess what? Ailos just asked me. He said, you play Dark Soul, Elden Ring, like Soul games. You hear me? Yeah, I have buddies that are real. They fuck with the shit hella. I do too. I just don't have at the moment. Like I guess at the moment I do have some time, but my attention span is everywhere, and just making sure the audio is still connected because I'm saying that. But yeah, my buddies do for sure. I like playing when I can, like GTA or like role play GTA or or even Call of Duty. Like if you look on the YouTube channel that we're on right now, I when I was 14, I hit some crazy clips. And you can look. A lot of people don't believe me. I play on max sensitivity. The ADS all the way up. Everything's. I learned to play like that because it's way quicker advantage over everybody. But yeah, ILOS. If you're in that gold trade ILOS, I would definitely. I'm gonna enter in like even something real small. Like yeah, I'm seeing that gold trade pretty valid right now. I know I said that I'm gonna wait it off, but with the price action that we've had follow up the last bit of time, I'm liking it. So we entered on gold, very low risk. And the reason I didn't say aggressive is because it's looks like a decent setup to me with gold, so it's not an aggressive entry. And from here, we're just waiting for this bad boy to finally find its support. But if you guys notice right here in my path, within my path, it had what it's done so far. Yeah, it might have. So guys, coming up here in about 10 minutes. If we don't have the threshold still tuned in, then we'll go offline. But still holding. See what the gold is looking like. Yeah, guys. So trade's not invalid. It's just not what's happening right now is not favorable because it looks like we may have the swing low. So we're anticipating on a 3 trend line liquidity grid, but it could be a swing low. Yep. So that being said, it may be a swing low. We're gonna once again focus on this. We don't want to be in multiple pairs. We see a break below this. All I'm gonna do is I'll take a loss on one of the positions, and I'll still hold the other position in the same pair because the move's still valid. Checking the chats.
That's the last one.
Yeah, sadly. Bro. So yeah. What I'm gonna do here is this. So yeah, looking at it, we'll go like this. We'll close half of that one. Right. See, that's beautiful. See, the reason why this is right here is exactly the reason why I'm still holding. If you look. So these lows right here are below those lows. Well, I guarantee you, once I mark these lows right here and I go in a big time frame, these lows on a big time frame are going to be respected a lot in the past. Not only respected, but they're going to have a lot of reaction from them in the past. So if we look, yeah. So we've had price bounce up from it. We've had price go down. So with that being said, liquidity, for those of you who ask about liquidity, liquidity lies right below air. I mean, of course, below the support if you're looking for buy side. But when you go and look in the past, liquidity lies in highly traded zones, like highly reactive zones. But with all that being said, right here is where liquidity is lying. So we can see price coming down here, touching here, right? And then blowing the fuck up. And that would be our swing low. Again, questions, comments, throw them down. Anybody new here, you can, with enough engagement and with enough interaction, you can earn yourself a moderated position. Let me check that bull trade. Halos. I'm at the moment not in the gold trade. Ooh. I would like to join the gold trade. So yeah, guys. I'm looking at it though. It looks like be careful if you guys are in a gold buy. Just be careful because we could very well easily just be taking out those highs on the gold. Yep. So yeah. So yeah, gold is a little sketchy right now. It's probable for gold just to be going up to take out these highs to reverse down, which is exactly the inverse of what I've been talking about on this. So we're already having the right signs of the reversal in that area. We have Doji candles. So the doji candles, those are, in other words, indecisive candles. The price stalls and becomes indecisive. That begins to happen when, yeah, gold's moving slowly. Usually everything doesn't move that fast on Sunday going into Monday, but gold right now is, I looked at it a minute ago, gold's looking a little sketchy for me. It's looking like it wants to manipulate some people. So just these highs right here, this is liquidation, this is liquidity, and this is where it's lying. With gold, I can see it coming up a little more, touching this area of liquidity, then heading down. Why? Because look, the same thing happened right here. Bam, up here, touches area of liquidity, grab liquidity, trend line liquidity grab, down, right? Because of this right here, I'm looking for gold to be bearish for London and then bullish for New York. But don't trip, don't trip. But yeah, I agree with you. Gold is moving slowly. This drawdown's major, but it makes sense. See? And Negos, if you're looking if you're watching this right now, this right here is a trend line liquidity grab that's in the making as we speak. And there's not a big wick on it. So that's why like not all liquidity grabs have big wicks. It's a mere fact that we're in support. We pulled down to that area of liquidity. Checking check the comments. And like let's say when I place this line and I went and looked on the higher time frame, if I didn't have this area show itself that it's a high and this area of liquidity, I wouldn't I wouldn't have stayed in the trade. But I stayed because I realized that this area is heavily traded. Yeah, another red flag in gold until tomorrow. It's that wick. Just double checking you here. Appreciate you hanging in there. If you are in gold, I would just be careful, just like how I am here. And hypothetically, you wouldn't want to hold the trade like this and draw down, but if you are in drawdown like this, You place the line of where you suspect liquidity is at. I suspected it was here. We had high reaction. We had reaction past, and it was below these lows. Checked out the bigger time frame, and it proved itself to be liquidity. Right here, rejection, 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 bounce up. Yeah, from here you can even see this area of liquidity proved itself support. So let me check. Let me check with gold. Oh, hold up, guys. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna have to close one amount. See, still going the right direction too. What I mean by that is a rejection off. Yeah, with gold. Reason I'm waiting for New York session with gold tomorrow is this right here. This swing high. This swing high is a huge bearish sign. At least until tomorrow. I may be wrong though. You never know. But this is still my interest because right here we're grabbing this liquidity, and I was anticipating on it to be a trend line liquidity grab, but looks like it's just going to be a swing low. You said 3,300 for a gold main target. Let me see. Yeah, if you're short gold, I'm not gonna lie, I would say 3,352, and I'll put that down in the chat. You may be asking why I said a little above yours. The reason why I did is because if we look at it, right, if we're looking at it right here, see 52, 52. The area you said it was only touched once. Right here, these are relative equal lows. So the 52 is more of a probable target because since it bounced up off that twice, you can see it come down and bounce up off it a third time, but you never know. Let's see. If you look now, with this swinging low, it's touching exactly in the area of liquidity now, finally. So I can see this going down a little bit more, and then bam. Yeah, for some reason the daily does not load on here. I'm gonna close it and open it and see what happens. Okay, let's see. So this is the daily. So, so my bad if I made it sound a little confusing. So I'm going back to gold. I'm still holding this for because it's within the area of liquidity. But going back to gold. So with gold, the bearish sign that I was saying it wasn't the gap. It was the fact that we swung up so high, and we swung up high into where? If you look right here, reaction down, reaction down, reaction down, heavily traded, heavily consolidated. So where it spiked up to, in my opinion, was where liquidity lies. So, right. And it may have already shifted. So look, bam, it swung up, and we did see the sell off from the swing up, right? Created ascending lows. So, yeah, it may even, looks like it may even come through tonight too. So, if you look at the swing high, after it was a bullish sign because it swung up to an area of heavily traded zone. So yeah, it wasn't the gap. It was more or less the swing high. That's that swing where the price flew up to. You can go in the past and see it's a heavily traded zone, which indicates liquidity. Yeah, absolutely. It's more or less the same thing with this. So like right here, heavily traded, reacted in the past. Price swung up exactly that area, sold down, right? Heavily traded area, price of reaction, price is swinging down to that area and will go up. Yeah, guys, I gotta be up relatively early, so let me call in here in a minute. I'll lie chat. I almost jammed myself. I'll be right back. partials again. I'm still stick to my word, looking for that reversal coming out. Sorry, folks, I'm back. Looks like uh, looks like the liquidity began to liquidate some of my position, and that's why it grabs liquidity happened. So we're still in it because we're gonna see the reversal. So the reason I'm still in it is because yeah, I was anticipating this to be a trend line, grab liquidity, but looks like it's a swing low. So and how do I determine that? Right here. See, there's another area of liquidity right here. We swung down to it. It's an alert, guys. I'm gonna be heading back to my place here soon, so the stream will end shortly. And if I get any requests in the comments, I'll start it back up when I get home and leave the trade going, so you guys can follow along. Yeah, this is the first time ever a Twitch stream has done this bad. See, there it is, folks, as promised. Checking the chats once again. I'm gonna close out the chat on Twitch. Sorry if you guys are on Twitch, it's just not worth looking at. And oh, yep, gold is doing exactly what I was thinking. I said watch out for gold because I'm expecting gold to do exactly what it's doing, was to come up here, grab these equal highs, and then sell off until New York. And so far, it's exactly what it's doing. And looking at New Zealand US dollar, bam, look at that. So ILOs, if you're still watching, this is literally a swing low liquidity grab, literally as we speak. Yeah, ILOs, I would be careful with gold. In my opinion, I would take profits while you can, because look, it's doing exactly what I predicted. So gold is doing a swing high, I believe. Gold is swinging high to these highs. The high still goes here, in my opinion. Then it would be able to go to the downside, continue the downside. On the flip side, we have right here, we had New Zealand US dollar come all the way down to where liquidity lies here. right? And now I'm looking for that reversal off of that area. But back to gold, I saw you mentioned the gap. I'm looking at gold in the gap. Look, it gapped up, grabbing liquidity as well. And when it gapped up, it's called a Sunday market open gap. Bam. And guess what? Like I say all the time, gaps always get filled. So gap got filled. Right. Came down here, grab this area of liquidity. Now I believe price is balancing out to grab that area. And what's pretty cool is IOS, if you're watching, if you take the zero point 0.5 Fibonacci, look, it all coincides with itself. If you take the zero point 0.5 fib out, I'm looking at this like this, bam, and I'm looking at right here, touching equilibrium to then head to the downside. Damn. Yeah, guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna once again take some partials, and then stream's kind of dying down, so we'll call it. But I'm gonna leave this floating. About that time. So guys, I'm not. So we did have to mitigate this and take some on the way down, right? Ain't a big deal. Most people they get stopped out fully because they don't de-risk as it goes down, but 100% we're swinging low to this liquidity and continuing up. That's why I'm staying in. Whoa, what the fuck?
That song is almost. No, that song is the Minecraft song. We got this song playing is one of the songs in Minecraft. That makes sense. Minecraft must have not made it. It was by someone else and just being paid for the copyright too.
Yeah, guys, in a few minutes, we'll be calling it just to give you guys like an overrun of what. So we didn't lose the whole account, but we lost some because we entered the trade and then price came right here and the liquidity that I thought it grabbed already, it didn't. So that's why uh, we reduced risk by closing out positions while we cross this area. Yeah, again, still holding them for the fact of, like I've been saying the whole time, right here, bam, we shouldn't go any lower than this. Like right now, we should be seeing a reversal. Mark my words. Bam. Just like I said we won't go any lower than that. Essentially, all that went wrong is just we had liquidity, and we made it not completely liquidate us because we otherwise we're just going to go down. And now I promise you, I will see a reversal right here. Essentially completing the swing.
There's the sun from up earlier in the fucking summertime. Yeah, but it's not back right now. Actually, that makes sense. Half week is you have to one of the days longer than sun is gonna have it quick. I didn't know that was opposite going on. As far as it's something not really understand it makes no sense on.
Right here, we had this swing low. And then liquidity. This whole time we've been swinging down to it. So I took partials on the way down, another ride price back up, and then once we get breakout up there again, I'll jump in with the big trades again. But for now, I'm about to be heading back home, so it's gonna shut down just for a little bit, and then I'll turn it back on and go to sleep with it playing. usually not ideal to see through trades, but if you got your setup and it's falling through, it's all right. All right, here we go. Check. Sorry guys, the mic was plugged in, so I didn't plug it. But yeah, so I got this right here. Check out the Twitch ain't got nothing going on, so it's all right. Yeah, this thing glitches like this sometimes. So. Yeah, guys, just a pro tip: if you guys use use TradeLocker. I wouldn't recommend the program. Just use the web. the web trade blocker because the program it's glitchy. It's shitty. So if we're looking, we see the other half of the swing low beginning to form. And the first step already is right at the support. We have nothing but bull candles off it. Let me see who's up in here. Let me see if I was checking to see if my moderator's in here because he's in on a gold trade. So I expect gold to be reversing down. Bam! You guys see that? I just literally before I clicked on it, I said I expect gold to be reversing down. We went and looked. Dude, that bitch is reversed straight down. Where to? Look at that. If valueless is still in here, I hope you see this. Put the 0.5 fib in. I said I'm looking for price to hit the 0.5, the equilibrium, then head down. Look, did exactly that. So, pat myself on the back for that. Caddy back to New Zealand US dollar. We entered in pretty early. That don't mean we're gonna lose it. Yeah, you guys got any questions or comments? So I'm down. The stream's gonna be ending here in a second. This would be ideal to let this swing low completely start to prove itself right before we end it. Cause you boys gotta get to bed. I gotta go donate tomorrow. So this projection right here I did earlier was in line for a trend line liquidity grab, but we'll adjust it like this because this became a swing low. So it's kind of like I'm just gonna delete the whole path. We'll make another one to get back before I go to sleep. But from here is a reversal. Price is gonna absolutely continue up. Bam. My back. Hey, Margo, if I was a chiropractor, I'd sell these chairs to everybody. If I was a chiropractor, I'd sell these chairs too, so that way people can keep coming back. Yeah. They aren't bad unless you're sitting in it for a long time. Sorry, I had the mic right next to the fucking fans. So yeah, guys, we're waiting for this to reverse as it has. Just unplug the laptop from the charger. I'm seeing if it still runs good. It's alright. It's not like I get a phone ring up in that motherfucker. It's like you're like, oh, this is actually not bad. I'm not trying to call nobody. I got the taxes off the grid. Alright. I figured since you're still playing, I don't know if are you waiting for me? Yeah. Oh, you are? I can leave right now then? Oh yeah, I already packed up the charger and everything too. There's like reversal happening right now, finally too. It it reverses like I'm expecting. I want to turn on when I get. See, it came down here, swung all the way down here, and then this is where I checked and liquidity is lying right here. So if it doesn't continue reversing by 50, then I'll just leave at 50. There's a reversal I was waiting for.
Hmm.
There's a reversal. That's what I'm talking about. That's time to go. So yeah, pimps and pimpets. So I scaled back in on this reversal, and the reversal's at the area of liquidity. So I know that bitch is gonna continue up, and we're about to call it. But you guys have a good night. We're gonna end the stream. We have reversal confirmed.